Hi, it's Jeff here. I just wanted to share some really exciting news. Our next Masterclass guest is somebody that you will not want to miss. So here's a real quick clip from our Masterclass with the great Renaud Garcia-Fons. Well, Renaud, your practice routine, let's take a look at that. How did it look when you were younger? What were some of the things that you were working on when you were really finding your voice and developing your skills on the instrument? Were there particular things you would practice each day? A particular approach, maybe?
Essentially, I was practicing not in the idea to play a complete piece, but really technical things, very slow, with the idea of developing a technique with effortless. Find less effort to each movement, you know. This is why I was trying to use the weight of the arms and control it. So, with kind of, on appelle ça, we call this son filet, but it's very important to feel. This is why I use this curve pin and pin and this angle of instrument, because you can use the weight of your shoulders, your arms on the instrument. So it's a kind of force of inertia you can control. But this allows you to produce sounds with less effort. It's not like you have to push and press. You can push and press, of course, when you need more volume eventually. But essentially, my view on technique was preserve energy, save energy, you know? So this is true that I play with quite soft action as a baroque instrument. If you compare with flamenco guitar, if you take a flamenco guitar and you can see the action, it's very soft. So you can find even that way percussion as well in beats or with the arco. But I come back to this very important idea for me. It's to use the weight. I release, for example, now more. I don't press, I just release the weight. And the other things, if we speak about bow technique, it's French bow technique, but maybe it's comparable to the German, I don't know. But it's the role of the wrist is very important, you know, in order to keep the same angle of the bow of the strings should be perpendicularly. So it's very important to develop this movement where the wrist is coming, you know, forward, up, and down.
So the wrist is leading the hand?
Yes, the wrist is leading, and all the fingers are really important to maintain the stick, the bow, with some flexibility. It's a mix between something which is rigid and flexible at the same time. So it's very important to encounter this quality of movement of the wrist, which not demand especially effort, you know. So I like to practice, for example, things at the tip. The tip, and here it's
the frog.
The frog. So, you know, and to have equal sound. And if you need more level, more power, you release the weight, and of course you extend the hair, the movement,
the speed.
So I think it's very important to capture this movement and this flexibility and this action of the wrist. And in fact, all the chain of your arm, I mean, shoulder and elbow follow, you know. I don't put, for example, my shoulder on the top of the instrument. There is quite something, it's natural, quite natural position. I try like this to preserve my back. After years and years of practicing and playing and transporting the bass, you need something comfortable to play in order to not create some injury or too much tension. So the idea is to avoid as possible any kind of tension when you play, you know?
So I hope you enjoyed that video. The masterclass is available exclusively at discoveredablebass.com, and if you want to learn more, check out the links below.